The game you love above them all. Football news, predictions, we have it all. You can watch or listen, that's your call. Just join us on Beyond the Ball.
Hello everyone and welcome to this Valentine's Day special of Beyond the Ball. And as you can see, two have become one. We're using the same microphone because you just want to be that little bit closer.
I forgot my original one this week. Yeah.
So do we kiss now?
Can they see where my hand goes into the desk here?
No. Under table footage of that is available on our OnlyFans if you'd like to do that. So, welcome back to another episode number 4, Paddy, of this new, improved, fantastic fucking Beyond the Ball podcast.
All the way from Dubai this week. I know it looks the same, but we're actually in Dubai. Yeah.
Lawsuit.
Well now.
Right, Paddy, we're going to be looking at the football review, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I mean.
Yeah. I said unfortunately.
No, I said fortunately.
Oh, okay. You just repeated me.
We won.
What doesn't matter. As a little small. That was a little Easter egg for later. We're going to be looking at the football review. We're not going to be looking at fancy football because nothing has happened since the last game week, so there's no updates. The last game of the game week ends tomorrow. It's
Liverpool
Everton. 11. Yeah, Liverpool 11. And then we have some unpopular football opinions again, some really good ones that will spark a bit of debate.
Can't wait, yeah.
You leaked your one last week for anybody that hasn't watched it. Do you want to leak it again or do we hold it now?
I'll do a little leak because Rio Ferdinand robbed my idea. The day after I mentioned it last Tuesday, which we recorded it for Wednesday morning release, I said something along the lines of I would take Paul Pogba back at United because we'll talk about it more later on. But the next day then Rio Ferdinand agreed with me. But sure.
He's obviously listening.
Absolutely. Robbing the good content that we produce and putting it on his own podcast.
Do you know what? Really, listen, this is me being in my own little egotistical bubble. Right. Last week I was looking at Sky Sports and what were they doing? Start bench shell.
Easy for you to say.
Start bench shell. And I was like, did they get that from us? And I remember, sorry, calm down. You're around fucking about 4 years.
Still though.
Yeah, I like to think in my head that
we made it good.
Yeah, we made it. We've made it. What's the commercial?
Yes.
Yeah, we commercialized it. Right, Paddy, we'll jump into the first segment of the show, which is the football review. It was the United match.
Friday night.
Manchester United 2, Leicester 1. Paddy,
did you need to vomit in your mouth there?
Yeah, getting sick. I was like, I forgot they won. So come on, tell me.
One of the worst halves of football, the first half I've ever seen in my life. It was horrendous.
It's from you every week.
Horrendous. Like I didn't think it could get any worse. So we signed a left back, Patrick Dorgu. We've been screaming out for left back for so long with Luke Shaw's injuries. Tyrell Malaysia gone now to PSV and he was injured for a long time. Lisandro Martinez. He's injured recently as well. So player on the left, we needed him. Where does he start? On the right. And who does he put a left back? Diego Dalot again. Who going forward on the left has just not done the job needed, except against Liverpool against Trent, but that's a different story. But this game, horrendous. Look, maybe it was because Dorgu then would have been playing down along beside Ruben Amorim, so he could kind of direct him. He'd only had 2 or 3 sessions before that, so I think we'll see him starting on the left against Tottenham this weekend. But with this game here, we went 1-0 down in the first half. Should have been booed off because it was horrendous, the football. It was so boring and abject. They were focused more on keeping the ball than attacking in any way, shape or form. We didn't get a shot on goal until I think it was the 50th minute. But then when Garnacho came on, and made a big difference. Got man of the match.
He got man of the match after coming on in the 50th minute.
He got man of the match. Yeah, you can tell by his age, his decision making sometimes can let him down, because there was 1 or 2 times he could have played it to Hoyland to get the goal, and Hoyland now is really starting to get frustrated with the supply that he's getting, because he can tell the pressure's building on a striker that's not scoring. And then in the end, we got the goal through an offside Harry Maguire free kick. And how we got the decision, I'll never know, because the linesman was standing right in line
miles off
with Harry Maguire.
It wasn't even close.
Maybe because it was so far away from the goal.
What I think happened there, right, is Harry Maguire is standing there, right, and like, look, I'm not making excuses for the line, but he's standing there. He's a big blocky fella, right? And I was thinking, I tried to put myself in the eyes of the lino, and all I can think of is you can see somebody's arm gone past Maguire. So I'm thinking, did he think that was a Leicester player? It was actually another United player.
Right.
But I'm thinking, did he think it was a Leicester player, and he was actually potentially keeping him on, so he gave the benefit to the striker?
Look,
that's the only thing I can think.
I think what it is referees and linesmen have become complacent because of VAR.
Yeah.
Because every week they have that crutch that if they make a wrong decision, that's fine. And sometimes they switch off.
Yeah, they do. They do.
That's
the standard
exactly
referee
what
gone down.
happens. Yeah. You've seen it in the FA Cup game with United and Arsenal. The referee, one of the most shocking refereeing decisions I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But he got away with it because United went through, even though all the decision went against him. But look, here or there.
I have another question, actually. Yeah. And this is more related to what you're talking about with Hoyland getting frustrated with Garnacho. Do you think now, right, number 9s are nowhere near as effective as they used to be, because now you're getting your wingers basically being forwards? You nearly expect more goals from your wingers now than you do from your number 9. Like,
it's a front three, as
it's a three. Like, do you think that takes away?
It's a front three, but it's one man on his own, isolated, when you're not really effective going forward. So you look at the likes of Liverpool, and when they go forward, they're a front three.
Yeah.
But United are a front one, with our wingers sometimes getting up forward, but then making bad decisions and hitting it wide. Because again, I'll say it, we didn't have a shot on target until the 50th minute.
Yeah,
not that we didn't have a shot. So when you've got one man up front, Hoyland, who is in the space, you need the wingers to constantly be feeding him.
Yeah. It's just not happening then, isn't it?
No. But again, that's the age and the youth. But this is why you need, especially in Amram's system, you need the wing backs coming either side of the wingers as well. So it nearly becomes a front five.
Yeah.
And that's why it's such an attractive attacking system. And it was Sporting in Portugal, is because that back five becomes a front five when you're on the front foot, and you have lots of inter-movement, interchanges of play. And that's why sometimes he plays left footers on the right and right footers on the left, because when they're cutting in,
it's
easier for them to finish off.
Do you think actually on the, like, so with the strikers not getting as much service, do you think they become like not sharp in terms of like their finishing? Like they snatch it a lot more because they're not getting as many opportunities, so they're not as, like, if you put a striker into training for 10 minutes smacking balls, guarantee you after 5 or 6 shots in a row, he's sharp, he's got his accuracy, he's figured it out, he has the feel for it. When you put a striker into a game and he hasn't touched the ball for 60 minutes, all of a sudden he gets one shot, like, he's more likely to miss that then. I know you can do a little bit of warming up before a game and stuff, like, but I really think it takes away from the sharpness of the striker when they don't get that feel, like they don't have that supply regularly.
It does, but in the top clubs they should be getting the supply.
Yeah,
they should, without a shadow of a doubt. But again, what you're finding is with the likes of Hoyland, and that's why it's so frustrating. If he's not getting that many balls up front, the least he should be doing is holding the ball up for people to come up and support him. But he's not even being able to do that. The ball is just bouncing off him. And it's becoming quite frustrating.
Yeah.
So really poor performance, but we got the result through to the next round. We have Fulham at home. I nearly would have preferred Fulham away, to be honest with you, because our home form is shocking.
Yeah.
But look, through to the next round. Bring it on. We've got a week and a bit of training before we meet Spurs on Sunday. So again, we've seen United's best performances come after they've had a week of training with the new coach.
Okay, right, Paddy, we'll move on to the next one. Unfortunately, Brighton and Chelsea. Brighton knocked us out 2-1. Am I surprised? No. Poor performance all around, slow, lack of quality in the final third.
Sancho was shocking.
Sancho, see this now, right? And I'm gonna just say this as well, and I'm calling out all the fucking plastic Chelsea fans because I've seen loads of articles saying that Sancho has been shit.
Yeah.
He may have had a bad performance in that game, but he has been far from shit for us this season.
Okay.
He's been very productive, very direct. He creates dangerous opportunities. He's running down the wing. He's running at players. He's getting by players. He's actually retaining possession so much better than any of the other players.
He's a weasel.
He is a weasel. Yeah, he is a weasel.
His comments he's putting out on social media now.
I love it.
No.
I love it. I love what I do. It's absolutely freedom. It's brilliant, and I love him for it. Right, I love him that he's taking the piss out. You know, for anybody, for context, for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, Rashford put up a post on Instagram that he was in a Villa jersey or something like that, and he just wrote underneath it freedom or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
basically saying you've got away from the whole of Manchester United. And he's dead right.
Poor Sancho. He was on 350 grand, a week at United. He was on, under the crush. He was like, under really hard times at United. Now he got his freedom at Chelsea. Fuck off.
And he's played great. And
does he not realise people like in the real world are probably looking at going, "You're an absolute or a gobshite."
Yeah.
So he didn't.
Just United fans.
He's not lighting the world. He's not setting the world alight at Chelsea.
Listen, his first 3 or 4 games, he had something like 3 or 4 assists. So he contributed more than we were getting.
When he first started at United, he had a few assists.
No, but listen, he's been playing well. He keeps ball well. He passes the ball well. Now his attitude can be questioned, I'd say, at sometimes. I haven't seen it at Chelsea though. I haven't seen the bad attitude at Chelsea.
He's not a first-team player you win the Premier League with.
Yeah, I mean, but you could say that about fucking the likes of Anderson and stuff like that. With United having fucking Cleberson and all them, but
Yeah, but they had what a spine.
I think
you're not going to build a Premier League winning side.
I think he's very good. I don't think that. Look, a winger's a winger. I think they said they're all fucking very similar. With the exception of fucking Mo Salah, the most of them are fucking same. They've no end product. Most of them English ones as well, especially fucking Madweki's the same on the other side.
They're hyped up.
Yeah, they are. He's very hyped up. Madweki has fallen off a cliff. At the start of the season, he was fucking great, very direct. Now all of a sudden he's getting the ball, he's turning back, he's passing backwards. It's so anti-attacking now. It's just like his confidence is gone or something. Don't know what it is, but anyway, look, it's you rock on through it. So Sancho, big fan of him. Sorry, and I'm going back to my original point. We need to stop calling out players for being shit after one bad performance. Even at that, I wouldn't even say he was shit. He just wasn't very productive. And it happens with wingers. You show me a winger that has every single game, that's good, because the only one I'll tell you is fucking Lionel Messi.
What led to the goals?
Just a lack of fucking concentration. Mistakes losing the ball in the middle. Composure as well on the ball. It keeps happening with us, and that's our biggest downfall. I would say that we have a lot to learn, and I know I was singing and dancing we're going to win the league at the start of the year. I never really believed. I just wanted to say I never really believed that we are a very young team, and we could see by our performances we're a very naive team.
Yeah.
When we need to hold the ball, we're not holding the ball. When we need to kill time, we're not doing it properly. Quality in the final third. Someone put this in before, and could have been you actually. Cole Palmer not being a big game player and stepping up when we need him.
Yeah, and then
the more I'm seeing that, it's the more I'm kind of saying.
Well, I said the whole of Chelsea weren't big game players.
Someone said it about Cole Palmer, and I just if he wants to have that reputation of being that world-class player at Chelsea, he needs to dig us out of holes. You see it at Liverpool, Mo Salah, every time.
The age of Mo Salah.
I know.
Wasn't doing that 21.
I know, yeah.
Mo Salah was at Chelsea at his age.
Yeah, it's true.
And he was shit.
But I want to see him. I just want to see more from him. I'd like to see. And he actually walks around I'm not questioning his attitude, really. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He's just inconsistent. It's just his age.
Can I be honest with you? And what I went back to, and people think I'm probably mad saying this, our season has turned around from being up there to down here for, I'm going to say, I'm not saying one reason, because Sanchez in goal was one reason, Colwell's another reason. But ever since Enzo Fernandez came back into that team, our results have just declined big time. Just before Christmas, results have declined big time.
Who was playing there before him?
Lavia is there, and he got injured. So I would rather Lavia and Caicedo there. Unfortunately, we've sold fucking Cassidy, who was a good sitting midfielder as well. I would have even rather him. Our kind of backup sitting other midfielder is Dewsbury Hall. So I mean, I'm not expecting much from him. So like, I get why he's playing Enzo. He doesn't really have much choice. He is the captain for some reason. Again, maybe he sees a lot more than we do in training, so I can't question it. But he's not the captain now that Reece James is back, who, by the way, got picked up another knock in fucking training. So nightmare with him again.
Luke Shaw, actually.
Yeah, like, what's the point? Like, just fucking sell these players.
Yeah.
But overall, very disappointing from this. Look, Paddy, it's an FA Cup game. You know, like, it is what it is. Nice to win them when you're not really challenging for leagues, but
what else we got though? Well, that's what
we don't have much. We have the conference, like, which is, I'd rather win that than win the FA Cup. Being honest, absolutely. My little unpopular opinion, and you'll see it later on, is about these domestic cups. I won't fully reveal it, but we'll talk a bit more about it when we get into it. But look, we're out of it. So be it. If we weren't going to win it, sure, you may as well go out now and save the fucking leg. So. Anything else you want to add to this one?
Just that if you had have won it, you would have had your FA Cup scarf on, saying it was the best competition ever.
It would have been, yeah. Right, Paddy, we're done with that. Again, we're not going on to fancy football this week because there's no updates, there's nothing changed, so we're in the same spot. So we're gonna jump. Oh,
do we definitely know who won for February? Or January?
No, because what I want to do is I want to let this game weekend and then let's have an update and see what happens. I think it's done. I think Liam McDonald, I think he's won it, but we need to allow everything to finalise and close. So, Paddy, we're going to jump on to the unpopular opinions.
Oh yeah.
Right, we've got them again. Thank you for everybody that sent in unpopular opinions. We do appreciate it. Like I said, if you haven't and you are listening now, subscribe. We do want you to subscribe. Do you know what I looked up right on our YouTube? And do you know where you can get monetized? You need 500 followers, and we've got 408 at the moment. So subscribers, right? So we need more subscribers. So if you are listening to this, and I looked up the figures as well, something like 65% of people that listen to this are not subscribed and watch it on YouTube. So shame on you. If you don't subscribe, I will murder you.
Yeah, you're putting up, look, they're practically robbing from us.
Yeah, like, well, you get less than jet. I'm not going to say what I was going to say there. Sorry. Anyway,
just subscribe.
Just subscribe, please. Yeah, we would appreciate it. So you have to put out 3,000 hours or something worth of content, which we've done. That doesn't sound right, does it? Oh no, over 3,000 of watched hours. Sorry, that's all it is.
Oh, okay.
We have that. That's ticked. Next we need is the 500 subscribers. So listen, if you can help us get to 500 subscribers, and like Paddy said last week, the best thing you can do for us is just tell me. Yeah. Just tell them, look, you know who your mates are that watch football. You know your mates are that listen to podcasts. Most of them probably listen to the same ones. Peter Crouch, all them kind of funny enough ones, the overlap. Tell them to have a listen to us if they want something that's a bit more raw, a bit more kind of local, a bit more.
Or if you just tell them to look, listen to these two gobshites.
Yeah, two gobshites. Yeah, look at these absolute clowns. They haven't a clue what they're talking about. So yeah, we'd appreciate if you could do that. Paddy, the unpopular opinions. Right, we're going to start them off. So I'll go with the first one. Thomas_Quinn 08. The game has gone too soft. It may as well be a non-contact sport at this stage. He's dead right. This is not. I don't know if this is unpopular, but I'm fucking well on board with this as well. I think the game is gone to the dogs. I think because of VAR as well. See all these. Remember you used to be able to stand on someone's foot and get away with it. You can't do that now. VAR pulls it back. I think the game has gone soft. He's dead right. It may as well be a non-contact sport. We can't even touch each other now. And you go down. If someone goes down, and if I even tip them, little tip like that, he's gone down. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. Yeah, we know there's contact. It's a contact sport. I can't believe that most of the arguments now is there contact? Yeah. Remember, it used to be, is there enough contact there?
Yeah.
Because it used to be a contact sport. Is there intention there in that? Like, is there intent to hurt him? Yeah. And that's what we would have went off. Now we're going to, is there any contact at all? It could be anything. Yeah. So I am going to strongly agree with this one. What do you think?
Such as society, everything has gone too soft.
Yeah.
Everything has
gone fairy tale, or was a snowflake?
Absolutely. You can't touch anyone. You can't say anything.
Whoa!
In football sense.
Beyond the ball, not condoning touching people unless you have consent.
Yeah, consent, that's what I mean. Remember years ago, you didn't need to
Right,
people.
yeah. Slap their arse.
What was it?
Touching people.
Touching people, yeah. Consent, that's what, yeah. No, snowflakes, yeah. The society football has all gone a little bit soft. You are right. Football was much better when we were growing up. But like before, we were probably watching football, the Premier League era, when you had your Vieiras, your Keanes, your John Terrys.
Yeah.
That was probably too much when you had the crazy gang. It
was nearly before that again, like the Vinnie Joneses and young Ryan Keanes and all. Yeah. That was
they were kicking each other around, and that was wrong. But I thought it was just the right balance when, say, midway through towards the end of the Premier League era up until the year 2000 and 2005. But then the last 10 years it's just since VAR came in, really.
It is. I think
VAR
it is. VAR has definitely put the final nail, I think, in the coffin on in terms of contact and what you get away with. Again, we talk about the decisions on the offsides and all that and penalties and stuff. Just let the game go. Like again, I said it before and I'll say it again. Like, human error. I actually like it. Like, you know what I mean? It makes everybody's human. Like, you know what I mean? We shouldn't try to be robots about something that we all play for the love of it. You kind of kill the passion out of the game because you score a goal and your first thing is, am I onside here? Is it like, has somebody handled the ball? You can't even celebrate. You can't get that moment. Like,
I do think we should utilize technology.
Yeah.
In terms of the likes of the assisted
offsides. Yeah, 100%.
The ball goes over the line.
Goal line technology.
Perfect. Brilliant. You know, even for throws, corners, that type of stuff. But this whole, a lot of people that are making mistakes sitting in a van, telling somebody on a pitch as he's making a mistake.
Yeah.
No, let the referee onto the pitch make a decision.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there really is no point in having a referee on the pitch.
No, there's not.
You may as well just have somebody sitting off, watching it on the television.
Press a button that might be siren or something.
And call it.
It makes so much more sense than having a ref there. Otherwise, the ref doesn't have. Do you remember you used to say, let the ref the game?
Yeah.
Because the ref would always have, like, there was always certain refs that would, like, someone used to like giving out a few more cards. There used to be stats on ref where someone used to give out a few more red cards, a few more yellow cards than other refs because they like to keep them. I'm sure the teams used to fucking look at that and go, right, we know what this ref is like. And I done it back in Sunday League. You know, like, you knew what ref, we knew the names. All the refs are local, so we knew each ref. And you'd say, this ref gives you a yellow card straight away for Mountain. There's a couple of refs you knew that you could get to a certain level with and they wouldn't book you. But that's the same thing. And now that's gone because everybody seems to have got to the same level where, like, I know they're trying to keep the rules the same, but now it's so robotic that there's no human touch to the game anymore. I feel anyway.
Look, we talked earlier on about the United offside. It's because referees and linesmen have got complacent now because they don't their decisions don't have as much impact anymore because they always have that crutch of VAR behind them. And then VAR are making mistakes as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think it's absolutely embarrassing when they can look at it, they can review it 20 times and they still get it fucking wrong. It's pathetic. So I strongly agree with this one. Do you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. And as we said, if we had brought the technology in, say for, again, going back to the United game, the automated offsides wouldn't take that much to implement league wide. I mean, because I know under the lower league games,
they don't have to
but for the likes of that technology, they could probably bring it in and they wouldn't get errors like that. But I agree.
Okay. Do you want to read out the next one?
Glenn_Giogo.
There you go. Yeah, I know. I just know it's Giogo. Yeah.
Darwin Núñez is class. I'm going to disagree with it. Because this fella must be on drugs. You know him, do you?
Yeah, I know. He used to work with me. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to say no. The only, I suppose, good thing I've seen him do was a few weeks ago, we got the winner against Notts Forest when they were playing against him. Yeah.
He scored 2, didn't he?
2, yeah.
Yeah, he came on to score 2.
Other than that, he is Andy Carroll in disguise.
Yeah, look. And you know what the thing was, like, even with Andy Carroll, there was always like the potential to be like a Haaland kind of type figure. Do you know what I mean? Like he's that big and posing figure, but then he just gets the ball at his feet. It's a different story. Like he just kicking out behind and all that. So I just think he had all the right ingredients to be a really top striker in the league.
Are we talking about
What we talk about? Bruno, or sorry, Carroll or Nunes.
They're the same person as well.
Both of them. Like, I mean, it's like the Spider-Man gift. You know, they're just pointing at each other. They're the same. So I do think that Darwin Nunes has good attributes, good speed, and good strength, getting around getting the ball. As soon as he gets the ball at his feet, he tries to score.
He'd be a good wrestler.
He'd be a great wrestler. He'd be a great wrestler. Yeah, he would be a great wrestler. So I'm also going to disagree with this one
really?
because he's not class. He has the potential, but he's not class.
No, absolutely not. Allergic to that comment. Oh my god. I think most Liverpool supporters will tell you that as well. That if you had the chance to sign any other striker at the moment, you'd take them. I was watching the overlap fan debate today. Only a new one came out, and even Jamie Carragher was saying that Liverpool would be looking for the likes of an Isaac from Newcastle.
Yeah. That'd be a good addition, actually. Okay, well then we'll move off that one. Next one up, Aaron _ Singleton. Harry Maguire is top 5 centre back of all time. Bit tongue in cheek here, I think. Again, I know Aaron. I used to work with Aaron, so I know he's a diehard Liverpool fan. Or sorry, United fan. Kill me for saying that.
Did you used to work in a rehab centre?
I did, yeah. It was Stewart's Hospital. No offense to anybody that isn't there. But anyway, I used to work with him, and listen, this is nonsense. Top 5 centre backs of all time. Like
Harry Maguire won the Premier League with Leicester.
It's true. I mean, it is true.
Yeah,
he was great at Leicester.
He got England out of a hole so many times.
Yeah, it's only maybe he's trapped in the United course.
Maybe every player that goes to United is trapped in the United course because as Sancho has.
But you know what, right? So because when Harry Maguire was at Leicester, I always thought to myself, "Fucking, he's really strong in the air and he doesn't get found out much, and there's no real like."
Mourinho wanted him.
Yeah, Mourinho wanted because he was a tough defender, good in the air. But I think what happened with him is when he went to United, he had to start playing with the ball at his feet. And he never did that at Leicester. Leicester were not to say they were a big lumpet and legged team, but they were pass through midfield. Like they hadn't got Kante covering them there at the time.
The pressure of playing at United is a different ball game as well. I think that's what happens as well sometimes to players. And I think that's one of the big issues there. But this is not a United debate. This is a Harry Maguire top 5 centre backs of all time. Can I think of 5 centre backs all time that have been better than Harry Maguire?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Tough one. I know.
Yeah.
Who are we saying? Fellaini,
yeah. Phil Jones.
Phil Jones.
There, yeah.
Who would you rather, Phil Jones or Harry Maguire?
Harry Maguire.
Would you?
Because
when Phil Jones played for Blackburn, right? Do you know who ruined Phil Jones? Alex Ferguson. Yeah. Came in, played him in the wrong position straight away. Played him midfield. He was a centre back at
He played centre back for United.
No, but he was there. He was in midfield. He played him in midfield for ages, defensive midfield, and then
and then he put him in centre back.
And he
wasn't going to put him in ahead of fucking Vidic and Ferdinand.
No, but it looked like he'd lost all confidence. I think Vidic was gone at the time, wasn't he?
No.
But anyway, when I was looking at Phil Jones with Blackburn, I was saying to myself, "This is the next England manager or England captain." Like I was looking at him, he was so good at Blackburn. I thought he was. I genuinely thought he was the next England captain, and I was saying to myself, "The love of Chelsea signed him," and then when you signed him, I was like,
a lot of bad injuries.
A lot of injuries, yeah. But great facial expressions.
So Phil Jones is one of the top 5 of all time. He did put his head in really dangerous places, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about that night with Big P. Diddy.
Yeah. I was wondering why he was full. So yeah, you're going to strongly agree with this?
I'll slightly just disagree. I could probably just think of 5 centre backs better.
Yeah, I'm probably the same.
He's not the top 5 centre back at United of all time. Come on, anywhere like else, like fucking hell.
He's the top 5 centre back. No, you only had 3. Right, we'll move on from that one then, and on to the next one. You?
Was this me?
I don't know.
Niall Black, 1980. United fans are embarrassing thinking they can join in and banter other clubs. we did ask for stuff about United. Yeah. I'll be honest. Like we had something when we were getting the podcast ready. We were looking at what prediction we were going to do, and I was like, oh, stop doing Tottenham, they're shit. Like, and then I was like, oh, Tottenham are probably doing better than United. So again, this actually made this point probably correct, that United fans don't have a right at the moment to be bantering anybody, because honestly, we're one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I said it, I think last week, I said that you get so much stick because, and I know you probably won't agree with me, but when you were winning leagues, you were so smug about it, and now you're seeing it. So you're seeing it now.
Who is
listen? You're seeing it now from our perspective about Liverpool fans and how bad they are, because they were silent for years. They were, and now you are just quiet for years. You were quiet for 10 years, and it's great. But Liverpool fans have taken over that, and they've become the most annoying fan base.
In one league.
I know. Listen, you're as confused as I am, right? But I do think he's dead right. I do think you don't have the right to be bantering anybody at the moment. Now, I can't jump in and say I can banter people as well. But at the moment, I've a little bit more banter power than you, anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is wrong, simply because outside of Man City and Liverpool, what we have won since Ferguson left, most of the teams would bite your hand off. We've won the Europa League. We've won multiple cup competitions. Probably not. I'd probably take Chelsea out of that equation as well. So
dead right, you would.
Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool. But other than that, every other team would kill for the record we've had since Ferguson left. But it's just the bar was set so high, United. Now look, our current league position, it's absolutely shocking. But we've been winning, still winning stuff. So I would say we still have a right to be bantering. Because we still are.
I think every game, and this is why, you know what I'm like. Sometimes I post stuff as well, and I like the banter fans, and I like getting a bit, and I like giving a bit as well. And I hate the people that take real offense to it. Like, you know, I hate people that get really offended by the stuff I post, and like
Liverpool fans.
It's not just Liverpool fans. It's a lot of them. It is a lot of them, but just because there's probably more of them, like, you know, ratio. But I just think some of the people get really offended by some of the stuff I post and get like
angry,
kick at me, like, and I'm just like, it's football, like, you know, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, are we having a crack here or what? Yeah. And then I feel like just saying, you know what, just fucking unfollow us. I don't care, like, you know, like,
but don't do that.
Don't do it, because I'll hunt you down more than you. But I just don't see why people take it so personally. And then actually Noel was one of the guys that I was bantering them when they got knocked out, because he was straight away when Chelsea got knocked out, he messaged me a lot of laughing faces. So when he's a Liverpool fan, so as soon as Plymouth beat them, I was like, hold on a second now, I'm not gonna let this go unnoticed. And I was like, do we want to talk about it? Or did you just set back a lot of laughing faces? Like,
is this one of the biggest shocks ever in FA Cup history? Well,
considering Liverpool are gonna win a quadruple again this year. Do you remember that quadruple they won there a couple of years ago?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Apparently they were gonna win a quadruple this year again. This is just
they can't even win the proper treble now. No. Because the Carabao Cup isn't the proper treble.
No. So yeah, look, we'll stick to this question. United fans, do you agree or disagree with this one? I
disagree. I think we've won enough cup competitions recently, and since Ferguson left, even though we've been poor at our standards, we still have won enough and competed enough to be able to banter other clubs.
What I would say is, I disagree as well, because I think we look too much at the overall picture of a football result. If Chelsea beat Liverpool, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, well, we're top of the league, we've won fucking the Premier League more recently. I'm just like, let's just take it game by game. Let's just have the crack game by game. The league position is the league position. At the end of the season, that'll tell all anyway. So I think we should be taking it game by game and let everybody banter.
And you said when we were winning before, we were very what was the word?
Smug.
Yeah. You wait till we win it again.
That'd be grand. I'm not worried.
I
think I'll be okay.
Operation 2028.
Oh yeah,
United be 150 years old, and we're planning on winning the league by then.
All of our players are 3 years. All of our players will be 16 by then. So we're already right. We'll move on to the next one. Mariah's Football World 2.0. Eric Cantona was a better attacking midfielder than forward. I never really classed him as an out-and-out striker anyway. Like, I always thought he was that kind of playmaking 10 role. He like I would class him now as kind of a 10 role, like that kind of creative position. But I think it was like it wasn't really that common of a thing back then. Like, you know, it was like a shadow striker kind of thing.
You played a 2 up front back then as well.
Yeah, exactly. You would like it'd be unusual to have someone sitting in that little area. You'd always have that second striker going up with your other striker. So this one again, I'd love to give more of an input in it, but I don't remember that far back. I struggle to remember last week. Like I know Cantona was great, and look, I know all the stuff he did, but
an enigma. He was the missing piece of the puzzle that got United to where they were. If it wasn't for him, I don't think Ferguson's tenure at United would have been half as successful. He nearly turned United's 4-4-2 into a 4-5-1. So I completely understand where you're going, where he would have been playing with a second striker. They would have been the target man up front, and he would have been picking up that second ball. But he was big enough and strong enough to play that striker position when he needed as well. So there was an interchangeable element there between the two strikers. But he definitely had the skills to take the ball in midfield or on the edge of the box, either hold it up or beat a player and score an absolutely sublime, worthy of a goal.
He had the arrogance to go along with it as well, didn't he? Like, and you can't have that amount of arrogance and not be that good.
Like, I'm telling you now, that's the type of player now Chelsea need.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, and I'm only saying that it's because all of their squad are so young.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he came into United, we had so many young players there. They just looked up to him.
Yeah.
And he set the bar.
Yeah. You need someone like that, don't you? Like, we have a bunch of youngsters at the moment, which again, like, probably our oldest players, fucking Enzo Fernandez, and he's 26 or something.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably all the players, but so I agree with this one in terms of like, we all see the Cantona highlights and we all see his best bits and we all know how good he was. But it's the games where he wasn't that great, that he didn't do a lot. That are the games that I'd like to see and like to judge on what he was doing. Was he sitting higher up in the pitch? Was he dropping a little bit and just not getting the ball, not getting involved in the game? That's what I'd like to see to make a proper judgment on.
I don't think there was many of them because in his first 4 years at United won the league 3 times. And in the other one, he got suspended for kicking the fan. And that's the next time he didn't.
I actually respect him more for doing that.
Like, he was always the one that if it was a tight game, 0-0, he'd get us to get. I miss him so much.
Again, that's me kind of thoughts on that one. You want to read this one?
Oh, okay. Shanakabo. Is this Shane Campbell? I don't put it together. Shane Campbell. Top 3 best and worst football club owners. Which owners actually care? Okay. All right.
I've got 3 off the rip that I think do care.
Now.
Just that they're not necessarily they're not necessarily it'll make sense when I tell you who it is. The Leicester owner that died in the helicopter crash.
All right.
He was a great owner. You could see him with the club and with the fans and all. Really, a club man. Like he was involved with the fans and everything. Like you could see he really cared. My second one would be Roman Abramovich. Listen, John Terry, Lampard, the whole lot of them, all the big dogs that were at Chelsea always say he was the greatest football owner they've ever.
Well, you see, most owners come in to make money. He didn't need to make money.
Yeah.
So he came in, and it was like not like a hobby. Like you could see like he wanted the club to do well.
Yeah.
Because it was a project for him.
Yeah.
So I would agree with that. Yeah. Okay.
I have them too, and who was the other one that I had? Can't remember who the other one was I had. Ryan Reynolds. I'm going to say Ryan Reynolds just because his missus is getting good. Yeah, I love Ryan Reynolds, and I just think Ryan Reynolds is great because now people laugh at that. People would say, "Oh, that's fucking bullshit." Answer but I love it because he's come into that small town in Wales, picked up Wrexham. Like who were Wrexham before? Like, look, no offense to anybody from Wrexham if they're leaving, but he put that football club on the map. The town you can see from the documentary from the Made in Wrexham or whatever it was called. You can see from that documentary that's a great place to live. It's just a community. The community is great, and he's put it on the map. And he's given eyes to Wrexham, and it's great. He's climbing up the tables with them. He's flying. He's invested money. He came in, he relayed the pitch, he done everything for the club. He done a lot of stuff for the local charities and stuff around the area as well. Signing these big players that you wouldn't see dropping down levels. He was making people drop down levels to play football. He's got the manager in, Phil, whatever his name is. He would have came from like a championship kind of standard all the way down to like Conference League 2. And I just think, I think he's doing great.
He has
not just Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney as well. So I have to give him credit as well.
They have the money to risk it a small bit, but it is an investment at the end of the day. It is a bit of an investment there. No, but he bought a mobile phone company as well in Canada and made $1 billion off it.
Yeah. So he's got the money there to back up. Yeah.
But people can have money, and there's the right way and a wrong way to run a club as well.
Yeah.
So you get 3 good ones. I'm going to give, I suppose, 3.
Before we move off the Wrexham, did you see the latest advert they did?
Yeah.
You know Channing Tatum?
Oh, yeah.
He's in Magic Mike and he does the dancing and all.
Colly's getting so excited about Channing Tatum.
No, so he comes into the dressing room and like he starts fucking dancing and getting all the players to do these dances and all. Like, it's box office. Now, if I was supporting the team and they were performing badly, I'd be fucking raging. But because they're doing well, you kind of just go along with it. It's Hollywood and all this shit. Like you can see it's just completely Americanized and it's bullshit. But if you haven't seen it, go on to the Wrexham Instagram page and look at it. It's very funny. Anyway, go on. Give us 3 bad ones that you think.
3 bad ones. Okay, I'll go oldest to new. What else put on? Jackson, Hicks and Gillette.
Yeah.
For Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool were very close to falling into obscurity if they hadn't sold the club.
Yeah.
This one might be a little bit controversial, but Daniel Levy. And simply because I do believe he has good intentions for the club in terms of building it as a business.
Yeah.
But in terms of a footballing sense, he's killed the club because they're going nowhere. He's never really fully supported the managers, I don't think, that have been there and allowed them. Again, he's making the football decisions in the background rather than having a football team there.
Yeah.
And look, how can I not do this without saying the Glazers? Killed Manchester United.
No, you did win when they were there as well. I will say that.
But what? Yeah, that's because of Ferguson.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's because of Ferguson. Ferguson ran that club from top to bottom.
Yeah.
But a small caveat is that I think Ineos will end up being good owners for United, and that will be an unpopular opinion, but I do believe that.
Yeah, I think long term, I think it will be a good thing. Like definitely, I think it's a good thing. I'll give you another bad one. Mike Ashley for Newcastle.
Yeah.
He let that club sit in fucking limbo for years and just did not.
And Newcastle have always been a great club.
Great club. Like if I was, and I said it when the consortium took over. Now I think they're actually trying to sell that club again. But I was saying to myself, if I was somebody that wanted to buy a football club, Newcastle, they live and breathe football, and the stadium's full every week. The fans are fucking brilliant, and you can see now they're flying at the moment. So, he would have been another one that I would have put in. So, there's 3 and 3.
Yeah,
3 and 4 actually. Yeah, I get 4.
It's not really an agree or disagree. So
it's more of a who.
I like it.
It's a good question. Yeah, I like it. Right, next up, Big Paddy. Go on.
Last week I said, and I actually only thought of it while we were here because the day before or a couple of days before, Paul Pogba had put out an Instagram reel with it himself and Diallo in Man United jerseys in the cartoon form. So obviously it sparked rumours. So I started thinking to myself, oh no, I wouldn't take him back. But then I started saying to myself, okay, hold on a minute. Who have we got there now? Could he play with Ugarte in that 2? Because we're crying out for somebody there with legs. Could you take him in on your terms? Because he always had all the cards. He always held all the power. But now, since he's been banned from football, United could say, okay, we'll take it on trial. Because nobody else is want to touch him, really.
Yeah.
We'll take it on trial. We'll give you a 6-month rolling contract. Play well, or a year or 2 years, but you're on 100 grand a week or 150 grand a week. He has the capabilities to be. He won the World Cup with France, and he was a massive part of the way they won the World Cup. Won the Europa League with us.
Yeah.
There is a great player there, and when he left and players in his ilk left, they got the blame. But I think the longer we're looking at Manchester United and the mess that it's become, it comes from the shit rolls downhill, as they say, and the footballing decisions being made at the top ran right through the club. The culture of the club, we talk about. People laugh when we talk about culture, but it's true. It happens at Tottenham as well. Yeah. All right. But why not bring him in? Let Amram see him in training for a month or two before his ban lifts in March. And if he likes what he sees, fine. If he doesn't, there's no contract. It's not a Rashford situation.
Yeah, no,
you just say goodbye, see you later.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation, and it's not as if United are in a good position at the moment, and he would come in and disrupt things. We need
an impact.
We need something. We need something positive to come into this club. So look, I don't see the negative in it right now. If you can tell me what it could be, I'll listen to it.
Do you think he's still going to be fit in terms of to the Premier League standard and level? Do you think he can always get that back? And what age is he? Is he 30s now, or is he still 28?
He's late 20s. Late 20s. I think I'd have to.
I could double check it. Yeah. But do you think the fitness level?
I think he'd be fine.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be fine. Yeah, I'd say he's been looking after himself. It's like he doesn't want to retire. Again, I'll go back to. I'd take him back
because when you get that type of player at that age, they kind of tend to let their skills and because they don't have the legs to be skinning people and all that now. Now they let their pure ability start taking over. And that's what Pogba kind of has. He also had that great touch, that great pass, the great kind of bit of skill, bit of technique.
Imagine him playing
if you take all this
1 of the 2.
Yeah.
Pinging the balls.
Yeah.
Like he's made for that position. And we're screaming out because he was playing Manu in there with Ugarte. Manu is not defensive minded enough. Now whether Pogba is or not, I still don't know, or whether he'd have the legs to play that position. But look, it's a win-win situation in my books. What would you think? Would you take him at Chelsea on a trial?
No.
On a trial?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah, I just think with everything that's gone on, I know there's been history with. Did you reckon he burned bridges at United? No. Do you not think he burned enough bridges there to, maybe a personally and rather than business-wise with them?
So if this was 5 years from now and something similar happened with Sancho, I'd say no, because he handles this situation poorly.
Yeah.
Pogba, there was never really any.
There's no comments or anything.
He never belittled the club or talked bad about the club. He had his major disagreement was with Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
So I don't know too much about that. It always looked like he didn't take the game too seriously, but you look a lot of professionals nowadays. Like you look at Cole Palmer against the Man City game there, and he's hugging. I'm not only bringing it up because it's Chelsea, but
sounds like
maybe I'm a little. But it's a different game nowadays as well, and it's changed. And there was a big transition for people to understand that people don't take it as seriously. Not that they don't.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's not a war anymore.
Yeah. There's no there's no grudges and not grudges, but the rivalry. I don't think it's
which is why we're loving the Arsenal Man City thing now.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit of a rivalry happening.
Yeah.
Like the Liverpool Man City, it was always too nice. They never hated each other.
Yeah.
And you want to hate your but look, obviously I agree with this. This is my opinion.
Yeah, look, I would disagree. To be honest with you, I don't mind. I was just gonna say I don't mind it for Chelsea. For United, but I wouldn't put them near that Chelsea team. I'd be worried about the attitude. And I know different time, different group of players, different managers and stuff. I would be worried and I would be kind of questioning.
But I'm saying, I'm not saying bring him back, give him a 5-year deal. I'm saying bring him back, give him a month in training with United and let Amram see what he thinks of him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. So I want to just do this for clippable reasons. Big Paddy, Pog back. So that's all I wanted to do. Just so I can clip that a little bit and put it into the video because I forgot to say it at the start. Right, Paddy, then the next one. This is my one. Do you want to read my one out?
Colly.
Yep.
Domestic cups don't matter to the big teams anymore.
I just feel, right, now I'm not just saying this because Chelsea got knocked out.
Are Chelsea a big team?
Again, you'd say you're not saying that because it's Chelsea, and now you're just saying it on purpose, right? I just don't feel like the big teams care at all about these pickups until it gets to semi-finals and finals. I really think it's just an opportunity for the big teams to rest players. I feel like the passion of the FA Cup is gone, right? Listen, Plymouth knocked out Liverpool. Absolutely unbelievable for Plymouth. Did Liverpool really care? No. So I think that answers the question where I'm kind of like, they've been knocked out so early in the Cup. Years ago, you would have kind of been going, Jesus Christ, fucking Plymouth are after knocking out Liverpool. That's embarrassing for Liverpool. Now you can't. Now you just get, yeah, but Liverpool played their under 17s team. So like there's no. I think the passion has gone out of domestic cups. I do think that we shouldn't have two either. I don't think we should have an FA and a Carling Cup. I think we should just have one big FA Cup. Yeah. That's it. The FA Cup for me has always been better than the Carling Cup. Both of them are shy. Carling Cup, pointless. I think it's absolutely pointless. A waste of time, a waste of games. I get it. I understand it from League One. Carling Cup, waste of time. I understand from League One downwards. It's another competition that you can be in and great opportunity to make money and all for the club. So I get the financial aspect of it. I just think it's a waste of time. And I just don't think that the big teams really care until it gets to them later stages with semi-finals and finals. Other than that, it's just another trophy that they can add to their numbers. They don't care about lifting the trophy. I believe that the final is not mid-season, but it's during the season. So after they lift it, I believe they've got a couple of games after that. So they're lifting it back to training then, and there's no celebration. Whereas Champions League end of the season, you get that, you get your chance, you get your celebration, and that's it. You're going on holidays. Yeah. I just feel like the domestic cups are just a waste of time and more injuries. That's all it's going to add to the game.
Yeah. Any team that's in the latter stages of the Champions League and are fighting for top four in the Premier League does not want to be playing these domestic cup competitions. They're
a scheduling nightmare.
Look, I remember United were playing the World Club Cup and they dropped out of the FA Cup and there was absolute murder. But I can guarantee you that was just the start of it.
Yeah.
In terms of the English players, I think want to play in it. But I can ask you any foreign player or manager if they want to give up the Carabao Cup. And so let's just talk about Premier League teams. And I'm thinking, because I was thinking there while you were talking, would the middle to lower teams like to win it? And Carabao Cup, no, look, even United win the Carabao Cup. They won it 2 years ago. Something I'd be screaming from the rooftops. We won the Carabao Cup. It's amazing. FA Cup, a little bit more weight it holds. I think keep one of them.
Yeah.
Two of them, no.
Two of them.
But I'd only say keep one of them because I think it saved our season last year in terms of it gave us something.
Did it paper all the cracks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And look, it kept Ten Hag in the job longer. So we could have had Amarim in at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Rather than, and they probably wasted another 80 million on Ten Hag signs as well. Yeah. But look, this is domestic cup conversation.
You just can't keep you away. It's
no, you can't.
Okay. But like I said, the comment is it doesn't matter to the big teams. So when we're kind of talking about like do a mid-team table, I kind of see they probably would want to win it. It's a nice competition for them to win.
They never do.
Yeah, they never do. It never ends up being them. Like it never ends up being the middle teams. So it is always
Newcastle, Liverpool this year in the Carabao Cup final.
Liverpool are going to win it. Liverpool are going to win it. Like, and you know what? That would actually mean something to Newcastle because they haven't had a trophy in so long.
I'd love to see Newcastle.
But Liverpool are going to win it because they're going to put out their strongest team, which is one of the best teams in the world at the moment, and they're just going to beat them. Like, and it's a shame, but that's just the way it is. Look, final's a final on the day. Anybody could beat anybody, but
keep it. But as you said earlier on, maybe from the first division down, they playing it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I think bring the Premier League teams into it in the last 36 or whatever, 32, whatever that stage is, and then just go from there. Like get them all into it, and then like get it down to like the best, like whatever it is, 16 teams from League One all the way down to conference, or even however low it goes, and then let them go in with the big teams. So then that guarantees that they do all get a big game nearly. So I don't know. I just think waste of time, waste of energy, and just more injuries on everybody. So right, Paddy, that's it. That is all we have on the unpopular opinions. So we're going to jump on to the score predictions. Okay, first one up. Tomorrow night, Everton versus Liverpool. Paddy, do you see this being a banana skin or do you see this being comfortable?
I don't see Liverpool losing because I was thinking against Bournemouth. I was thinking against Forest. They're going to slip up. They're going to slip up. This will be the last Merseyside derby played in the current Everton Stadium.
Mm.
David Moyes has been getting some good results at Everton. So, look, it's a possibility. And if Liverpool, after losing the Champions League, get knocked out of the FA Cup against Plymouth, and then they don't win here, does it start to affect the mindset of the team? I don't know, maybe. But look, I'm going to say a draw here. I do think that it could be a draw. I think, again, the meaning of this game for Everton, like playing the last Merseyside derby, they'll be really up for it. And if anyone can get this Everton team up for a Merseyside derby, it will be David Moyes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. And I'm going to go for, look, Mohamed Salah is me captain in fantasy football, so I hope he gets the 2 for Liverpool.
I'd love him to score a couple of goals, but I'd love also Everton to win. So if it was like 6-5 to Everton, it would be great. Now, Paddy, I see easy win for Liverpool. Easy win for Liverpool.
Never works.
No, it never works. Eventually, it's going to work. Easy win for Liverpool, 3-1. Diaz is going to score 2 goals. Salah is going to fire blanks.
Oh, yeah.
So 3-1. Next one, Brighton versus Chelsea, the rematch.
Oh.
So I wish I could say Chelsea didn't play their strongest team against Brighton and that's why they didn't beat them, but we pretty much did, with maybe the exception of Sanchez being in goal. He started with Nkunku up front as well. I don't know if that's his first choice, but can't see us getting a win here.
Really?
No, just the way Brighton moved the ball and they kind of played against us. I'd see
Brighton aren't great this season.
They're not great, but just Chelsea aren't either. 2-2. I'm going to say 2-2, and I'm going to go with Joe Pedro to score for Brighton.
I'm going to go with a Chelsea win.
Ooh, I suckered you into that one.
No.
Now my real prediction is Chelsea are going to win.
No, 2-1. Look, we made Brighton look good when we played them because they had he'll be not first beat them 7 or 8-0.
Yeah, 7-0.
I think Chelsea are going to win 3-1 here, and Cole Palmer's going to score.
Okay, I'll allow it. Next one up is Leicester versus Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal win. I think Arsenal now know they have to win. It's one of these that it's happened a couple of times where Liverpool have slipped up and Arsenal haven't capitalised. So they eventually have to, or else Liverpool are just going to crawl through to a Premier League win easily.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. I'm going to go 2-0 because I think they're very strong defensively.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for? Is it Saka back?
No, Saka's out, I think, for the rest of the season. I think he's done like his fucking is.
So he's out as well. I'm going to go for Odegaard to score.
Yeah, okay. I see Arsenal winning this. Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to go with Kai Havertz to score because he scored the last game, I think, or the game before that. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 and Havertz. Manchester City versus Newcastle. This will be a good match. Not an easy one for Man City. What do you think? Do you think this will be a tricky affair for them?
Could be another banana skin for Man City. Man City just can't they're not making anything easy for themselves. And defensively, look, this is a good Newcastle team going forward.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1-1. Say Isaac score.
I think there's going to be Man City may get exposed here. Remember I was saying we were kind of talking about last week and how open they were and all them passes through. Yeah. This Isaac running in behind is going to be it's going to expose them. So I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this. I think this could be the 3-2. I'm going to go to Man City. Yeah, but I think Newcastle might take a lead early and they might fucking take over. But I'm going to say 3-2 to Man City. And I'm going to go with...
Rodri's been named in their Champions League squad.
Was he? Ooh.
So he could be back.
Return is imminent. Yeah. I'll go with Phil Foden to score in this one because he's been playing pretty well lately. Liverpool versus Wolves. We've got another Liverpool match. So it's a double week again for next week for Liverpool.
Right,
so for all your fantasy football listeners there, good time to triple captain if you haven't already. And then I think I'm going to be spoiler in here, but probably playing the assistant manager.
I still don't know what that is.
Especially if your manager wins, you get 6 points or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
So whatever. Yeah. Liverpool versus Wolves. I think Liverpool are going to hammer them. Wolves been very unimpressed with it this year. I'm going to go 4-1, and I'm going to say Salah's an easy option. I'm going to go with Nunes to score 2. I know, wild, but
Because he's class.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go for a narrow win here for Liverpool because I think the Everton game will take it out of them. And look, sometimes we've seen in Anfield. I wonder what time this game is on it.
No, so this game is until Monday night or something like that. So they have a good break. There's a normal enough break on it.
Look, I'm still going to go for a narrow win. 1-0 to Liverpool, and Jota is still out. Diaz.
Okay.
Score, yeah.
Actually, that's Sunday. Right, next one up, Paddy. Game of the week, anyway. Spurs versus United. I'll leave you to the last. I'll give you my 2 cents on this. Spurs are dog shit. United are dog shit. 0-0. No, it won't be 0-0. It won't be 0-0. This one could be 3-0. I'm actually going to say 3-0. I'm going to go fucking rogue on this one. Right. Spurs have an awful habit of conceding lots of goals. United, don't know what I'm getting with them. I'll say 3-0, and I'll go Kulusevski to score.
I'm gonna argue that point and say you kind of do know what you're getting like with United.
Shit.
At home they're shit.
Yeah,
away we're actually good. Like we've been decent. So I'm gonna go for a United win here. I'm gonna go 3-1 to United and Xerxes to score.
Okay, right, fair enough. Paddy, that concludes the podcast. We are done. We are wrapped up. It's an hour. It's flown by.
I'm done. I love this unpopular.
No, yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. So we do ask anybody that does have an unpopular opinion, or even like we've seen today as well, a question. If you want us to answer questions, I put out a little thing on the Instagram, Paddy, about us potentially doing forfeits and challenges on the podcast.
Yeah, I answered that. I said no.
Did you? Yeah. So I just want to check because I know there was a couple that came in there. So I'll call them out. Look, we probably won't do some of them anyway, but we're going in from Andy Mack, and he says, least amount of darts to get to 300. Forfeit is a compliment to the opposite person's club. So I'd have to give a nice compliment to Manchester United.
I'd go with that,
yeah, okay. We might set that up maybe next week. If we can get a camera, I can get another camera up there pointing towards that. Yeah. We can add that as a little bonus footage at the end of it, or maybe a little side thing. We could do an extra video, challenges or something like that, and release it. Shane Cavo, penalty shootout on FIFA 25. Loser has to eat a mouthful of wasabi.
Yeah.
Do you
play FIFA?
I don't know. I've tried it once, right? And so Connor does a FIFA tournament every year. Do you know the FIFA tournament? I played it this year and I got knocked out to semi-finals. Got to the semi-finals. But ironically, on penalties.
Oh.
So not great at penalties. Look, it's there, if you want to do it.
Maybe.
Sean Bohan sent one in. He said, want to see you two... Oh, sorry. He goes, want to see you two plonkers in a Liverpool kit when we win the league. I'll donate €50 to the €50 each to the charity of their choices if they don't.
If we don't?
If they don't win it.
If they don't win the league?
Yeah, but...
If they do win it, we have to wear Liverpool jersey.
Yeah.
And who's going to give us a Liverpool jersey? Because I'm not fucking buying them.
Fucking no. You're not Wish or something.
I'm not fucking buying anything Liverpool. Stop.
Well, I'll to someone else's house and then hopefully they just throw it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Right, well look, that's been sent in and we do appreciate that.
Thank you, and it's probably because I believe they're going to win the league.
Yeah, no, they are going to win the league. So yeah, fuck that.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to win it
easily.
Yeah. So that's it, Paddy. We've done another episode again. This will be out at the same time, Wednesday, 7 a.m. We want to ask everybody that is watching or listening, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, make sure, again, as Paddy said, tell your friends if you're having a conversation about football. Say here, have you listened to these two gobshites that have been doing a podcast for the last 5 years? I know you were first on the podcast last week, 3 years ago, I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah. I never said it to you now, so I forgot. But yeah, a little memory came up and it was you were a special guest for your first episode.
Special guest?
Yeah, you were a special guest and then you came in full time.
Then it took over.
Yeah.
Well, no, it took over who was here before. You're still the boss.
Yeah. Shit, we're still wrong. Yeah, so look, chat to your mates if anybody's interested in it. Like I said, we try to be the most interactive podcast football page that you can get on Instagram and stuff like that. We enjoy it. We like doing it. We are only going upwards. Everything's getting better. Other than the one mic this week, hopefully the sound was good.
If it works okay, we'll stick with that.
Yeah, I mean, if the sound is good, yeah, happy days. If not, then go fuck yourselves. But
and if you want to, if you're a woman listening to this, you're already enjoying our sultry sounds of our voice for Valentine's Day. But lads, if you want to do your wife, other half a favor, just get them to listen to us and actually watch us on video.
Oh yeah,
she'll thank you later.
A bit of this, look. Listen, that's where the long more on that on the OnlyFans page, as I said before. Right, Paddy, that is it. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your beautiful opinions this week.
For the last 3 years.
For the last 3 years as well. Yeah, appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
And for everybody that has listened or watched, subscribed, anything you do, we appreciate it. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.